Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to today's session. At the very beginning, I would like to do a mini survey with you. If you don't mind, please open your purse or your wallet and count how many payment cards you're having. Well, you have quite a few, don't you? As a consumer, when you are enjoying the convenience of paying by card, do you think about the safety of your card? Or have you ever thought whether your card information is protected by the business owner or how the information are protected? Have you heard about PCI-DSS? Well, today we are going to talk about PCI-DSS compliance in small business in hospitality industry. But before we get into the hospitality industry, we will first have a look of what does PCI-DSS stand for, what is PCI-DSS compliance, and why it is important to have it. First, let's watch a short video. Please pay attention to the owner's understanding of PCI and also think about what's your understanding of PCI.
Small business owners like yourself represent a very easy prey for hackers. How are you protecting your business from credit card theft?
Well, we do have the lock on the door, and yeah, we do. We do tend to make sure that nothing happens. We take all the precautions possible, as much as possible. That is. I mean, I'm not staying up at night to watch the shop, but we do have a burglar alarm installed for sure.
Okay, as per recently enforced regulations, merchants who fail to adhere to now required PCI compliance standards are risking up to $500,000 in fines. Can you tell me what exactly is PCI?
What is PCI? PCI, I know I had it before. It's, I know that C stands for commerce, probably, or communication. Sorry, I don't know. I don't know.
So, does the video give you some hint about PCI, or were you just laughing when you hear the owner actually relate lock and burglar alarm to PCI? So now please discuss with the person next to you about what you think PCI-DSS stands for. Alright, have you all got it figured out? PCI-DSS stands for Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard. So, knowing what PCI-DSS stands for, I now would like you to think about two more questions. The first one is, what is PCI-DSS compliance? Second one is, why is PCI-DSS compliance important? I will have two more videos to show you which might help you to answer these two questions. After that, we will have a group discussion and you will then present your discussion result after this. Now let's watch the first video.
PCI-DSS stands for Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard. It's a standard that helps business owners like us prevent credit card fraud, hacking, and other security threats. As business owners who accept credit cards, we have to be PCI-DSS compliant. It's a mandate from the payment brands, and we have to validate that compliance at least once a year. Businesses that don't and that maintain a relationship with one or more of these card brands risk losing their ability to process credit cards. And there could be substantial fines and an audit. Even for small to mid-sized businesses, fines can be pretty significant. Here's an example. A restaurant recently compromised information on 20,000 Visa cards. This led to $800,000 worth of fraud. So, Visa fined the restaurant the $800,000 to recover the losses. That's a lot of bread. The restaurant had to pay the investigation fees too, and those typically start at $10,000. So non-compliance can be pretty expensive. And it's more than fines and fees. Think about the loss of business reputation and revenue. A recent study showed that 70% of the cost of non-compliance was loss of revenue. That could mean the end of our business.
Now let's move to the second one.
I just say, why me, you know? That's what I ask myself, why me? Why did it happen to me? So everything's been good for us, and then something like this happens. And I think it's beyond a lot of people's comprehension that you just don't understand. I just think it's something that people don't expect to happen.
This is Carla Yarborough. She and her husband own Spanky's Marshside in the resort town of Brunswick, Georgia. In August 2006, somebody hacked into their point-of-sale system.
What happened in our case was we were hacked into, and the magnetic data, which I didn't even know that we were storing in the hard drive, was taken, and then new cards were made and sold over the internet.
Carla didn't learn of the breach until February of the following year, so the criminals were in her system, freely taking personal information for nearly 7 months, and Carla had no idea.
It was very, I just felt like I had been blindsided by something, because I just was not aware that that could even happen to me or to us.
So from the videos we can see that PCI-DSS is actually initiated by the major credit card companies who want to create an additional level of protection for card issuers by ensuring that merchants meet minimum levels of security when they store, process, and transmit cardholder data. With card payments has become one of the most used payment methods nowadays. Unawareness of PCI-DSS and the breach of PCI-DSS would result in disastrous consequences to the business owners. So now please discuss into your group about these two questions, and as you know, you will present your group discussion result to the class after 10 minutes. Okay, well done. So now let's have a look at these two questions together. So the first one, what is PCI-DSS compliance? So PCI-DSS compliance is a set of regulations or rules developed jointly by the leading card companies to prevent cardholder data theft and to combat credit card fraud. So this is PCI-DSS compliance. The second question, why is PCI-DSS compliance important? So from the video we see, the protection for your business, the protection for your reputation, and also more importantly first, it is mandatory. As long as you are storing, processing, transmitting those data, you are mandatory to comply to the PCI-DSS. Second, to protect your business from paying investigation fees, from paying those fines if you breach the PCI-DSS, or from losing revenue, from losing your profit, or even protect you from being sued by the customer. The other one is to protect the reputation of your business, and also to prevent your business from being blacklisted. So this is why PCI-DSS compliance is so important. So a short recap. Just now we've discussed these three key things. What does PCI-DSS stand for? What is PCI-DSS compliance? And why is PCI-DSS compliance important? So now think about what are the implications of PCI-DSS to small business in the hospitality industry and how to be complied.